Hello everybody, it's Mark Welch again, and today I'll be doing my demonstrative speech on how a video coordinator runs a college football practice. I have a little bit of experience in the field. I served at Auburn University for 4 years as a videographer under an excellent video coordinator. You may be wondering, why is film important in football? You know, you would think you just go out there and hit people and throw the ball around and that's the way it goes, but no, players and coaches spend countless hours during the week and during the off season watching film. It gives you an opportunity to watch teams you're going to be going up against, as well as going over your practice so that you can make adjustments and improve where you need to. Uh, the first step is you want to prepare for your practice. That includes getting schedules. You have to meet with your staff, organize and prepare. During the practice, you have to actually coordinate the practice. You have to make sure everybody's where they need to be, make sure everybody knows what's going on, that type of thing. And then finally, at the end of practice, you'll organize, edit, distribute the film. This gets it out to who it needs to be to, and they use it for what they need to. The first step is meeting coaches and getting schedules. This is going to be the first thing you do. This happens several hours before practice. This gives you a chance to find out what coaches want filmed. It tells you what drills are taking place, where they're taking place, when they're taking place, and the coach that's responsible for the drill. The coaches meet with you. They let you know what they want, how they want it, and how they want it cut up at the end of practice. So this is a very important first step. The next step is meeting with your staff. As a video coordinator, you have several videographers under your wing. The videographers are usually student workers, or at least in my experience, that's what they were. When you meet with your staff, you want to go over the schedule. You want to let everybody know what's going on, and you want to make sure everybody's prepared for the day's events. This also gives you an opportunity to motivate and encourage your staff. You know, you have to keep morale up and you have to keep moving forward, so that's a very important step. Next, before practice, you want to set up your equipment. You have cameras, obviously, for filming the practice. You have SD drives. That's what the film is stored on. It's kind of like a hard drive in a way, but a lot smaller. And then you need walkie-talkies to make sure that your videographers can communicate with each other and you can communicate with them. There are several fields. They usually have an indoor facility, a couple outdoor fields where different drills are taking place. You have an end zone angle, which is from behind the quarterback. These cameramen are up in the air quite a bit, probably 50, 60 feet. And you want your end zone shot, which is from behind the quarterback. And that gives you an opportunity to look at your running backs, your quarterbacks, your offensive line. And then you have a sideline shot, which is from the side, obviously. It gets your quarterbacks, offensive line, linebackers, secondary, just different angles to get different players and different shots. You're gonna have multiple cameras set up in different angles, so you want to make sure everything's set up and in the proper location. Next comes the practice. You want to be prepared for the practice. You have to organize, make sure everybody's in the right place, and then we can move forward with this step. Practices are usually cut up into 5-minute periods. The drills usually last multiple periods, and during these periods, you want to communicate with your staff. You want to make sure everybody's filming what they need to film. Everybody knows what's going on. And during the practice, changes come up. They move drills. They cancel things. They reorganize. So you have to make adjustments while the coaches are making adjustments. And you have to make sure your videographers are on the same page with you. Also, during practice, your videographers are going to make mistakes. They're going to miss stuff. They're going to have extra clips. You have to communicate with them to make sure you can correct these mistakes, and that helps you for the next step, which is the end of practice. At the end of practice, you're not going to be on the field anymore. You're going to go inside to your office and sit at your computer. Here, you're going to edit and break down the film. You want to chop it up into what drills are done and for what coaches they need to be done. This film is then uploaded onto servers that are accessible to coaches and players, and some of this film is put onto discs like DVDs, that type of thing, so coaches can take it with them, watch them at home. And your final step is you're just going to distribute this film. You're going to make it accessible to everybody, make sure everybody has what they need. And Yeah, a video coordinator has many responsibilities, from before practice, getting schedules, getting organized, informing and motivating your staff, setting up properly. Then you have the practice where you have to direct your staff, make adjustments, and then at the end of practice, you have to organize and distribute your film. Um, those are the responsibilities that go into a day in the life of a video coordinator. And I hope you've learned something, and I look forward to hearing any feedback you have on this topic. Thank you.